atención de los jóvenes para que voten el próximo 2 de junio.
It's been 7 years since Edward Peña had to flee Venezuela in hopes of finding asylum, shelter, and safety.
Tengo 7 años en la calle, mi pana.
Edward says he's been on the streets for 7 years, part of it in Colombia and Peru, further adding that his political involvement in Venezuela has caught up to him everywhere he attempts to settle. Since March, his new home is the Guadalupe Homeless Project shelter in Boyle Heights.
Esto no es fácil.
This is not easy. I'm giving it my all and I'm not stable at all, says Edward, adding that the process of seeking asylum in the United States is often filled with hope and doubt. The Biden administration is proposing a new rule that would give immigration officers at the southern border the power to reject asylum seekers' claims if their criminal history is deemed a threat. While the Biden administration hopes this will speed up the process for those seeking asylum in the United States, for immigration attorney Alma Rosa Nieto, it raises some red flags.
You're now granting an officer at the very beginning of a case sort of the power to say you're in, you're not in, and that could be or could lead to unlawful denials, or erroneous denials. Unfortunately, I think that with trying to speed things up, you don't include or you don't add to justice, but you take away.
Paul Hunker, who worked as chief counsel for the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement under Republican and Democratic administrations, says that making quick determinations at the border could also lead to mistakes in assessments of credible fear claims.
If there's a security concern, it's typically based on classified information, and that won't be disclosed in the credible fear process, because if it did, then it would have to go to the immigration judge, and the immigration judge would have to be able to see that.
The new rule wouldn't go into effect until 2025 and must first go through public comment before being approved. While there are concerns with the rule, some groups like the National Immigration Forum, a DC-based advocacy group, believe that a proposal like this could help cut down on the years-long asylum backlog and avoid long detention stays for people like Edward, who seek asylum in the U.S.
Y espero algún día Dios nos permita reunirnos.
I hope one day God will reunite us, says Edward, who waits for his work permit to arrive while holding on to hope that one day he can reunite with family after years of being away from home.